And we're back with another episode for the Sports and Stuff podcast. Today we got a great guard in the 23 class out at Highland High School. We got Noah Peterson. Great to meet you, man. Great to see you. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. It's very sunny and nice out today. I stepped outside for a second and it felt like it was like 70. I'm like, this is weird to be this warm in January, but I'm doing good. I was able to watch you guys play in the holiday shootout, of course, against Basha, which we'll get into in just a little bit. But you guys have had a really good season so far, 14-2 on the year. In your eyes, though, how's it been for you guys this year? What's been some of the biggest challenges you faced so far?
Um, it's been a really good season. I love the team. We've been killing it in practice. We go hard every day, but probably one of the biggest challenges is honestly staying healthy. A lot of
Mm.
us have happened because of sickness or injuries, but I mean, once we're all together and healthy, like we're tough to stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I definitely saw that this past couple of weeks against I know you've been posted by like AZ Finest and Timeout and stuff. So I've definitely seen you guys be able to dominate your opponents. Like you said, 14-2 on the year. Picked up some big wins against Sunny Slope, Liberty, Mountain Point, other teams as well. Made steady work of a lot of them. You know, I'm looking at your thing right now. Red Mountain to start of the year, 32-point win, 65-33. 55-34 over Cactus Shadows, 20-point win over Kellis. You guys seem to be very well put together, very like well-oiled machine, it seems like how you guys
Yeah,
play. How do you feel your team has been able to match up against some of the best in the state that you have played so far?
I think that we've been matching up pretty well. Like we got two other guards on my team, Isaac Caps and Brock Nomler, and I think they're like the two best defenders in the state. Like it's so nice playing with them. They lock up anybody, and then I'll take the next biggest guy or the next best guy. But it's been good just matching up like that. And then offensively, it's just hard to stop when we got all our shooters in, and me as being a point guard. Like I'm a bigger point guard, so they gotta take their big man on me or like a bigger guy. They can't usually pull out their number one, their one guard on me. So I mean, having our shooters and me being able to attack the basket on their big man, it's been fun.
Yeah, some of the things that stuck out to me when I saw y'all play Bash, we'll get into that game in a bit, but um, the things that stuck out to me, your ball movement is insane. It seems like, your coaching staff has really solidified to make sure y'all realize ball movement and not being like steady and just like watching a guy go ISO ball. Like there's a lot of backdoor screens. There's like all of a sudden a lot of movement and the ball's flying. All of a sudden, like I know that kid Mike on your team. He looks like a knockdown shooter. He had like
Oh
three
yeah,
straight threes in that championship
yeah.
game. But I love how y'all play. What makes you guys feel confident, so comfortable on the court? To be able to rely on each other. You talk about your two guards, and even I think you guys got a really good big man too. I forget his name, but um,
Yeah.
what makes you guys collectively as a group be able to play so well and complement each other so well?
It's definitely just because we like our whole team, like we all just love each other. There's like all of us hang out on and off the court. Like everyone's super cool on team, super nice to each other. Like we're like family, you know. And that definitely like builds confidence. Like we're not getting mad at each other for taking bad shots or anything. Like we building up each other, and like everyone knows their role. That also helps. Like everyone knowing their role and knowing what they're capable of. It's just been nice this year, especially
What
having that team.
what things did you focus on most this past summer and throughout the year? Like you said, you're a bigger guard, which like struck me right away when I saw y'all walk into the gym. But um, you played with Isaiah Kai this summer, right?
Yeah,
That's a kid
yeah,
I've had
that's
him
my
on
guy.
yeah, I've had him on the show. He's a great guy. Excited to see what he does at NAU. But what did you mainly focus on most this offseason, club ball and school ball, and that helped you continue to dominate like you have this season?
Definitely more playmaking. Cause I mean, playing club season with Isaiah, like he's such a good point guard that I'm more of the two guard, more of a like a three on that club team, you know. So he's definitely more of a playmaker, and transitioning into a point guard onto Highland, definitely like playmaking, passing the ball, moving the ball more, running plays, like that's definitely been a focus for me, like being able to handle the ball under pressure when I'm trying to get everybody in the right position to run a play and stuff.
You're 6'3". You've gotten a lot of buzz over the last couple of weeks. I know AZ Finest posted a thing to you timeout, and a lot of other people. What can we expect from Noah Peterson the rest of the season?
Um, Sorry, can you still see me? My phone just got bugged out.
Oh yeah, you're good. I can see you.
All right, sorry. Definitely going hard. Like my team and everything, we're all gonna be going hard, attacking the rim. That's definitely a key focus of mine. Moving the ball, and I mean, trying to defend the best we can. But definitely a focus of mine is attacking the rim and attacking my defender, working him out, working the defense, being able to attack, kick out, attack the rim. Yeah.
You're frozen right now. I can't. Oh, wait. There we go. Now I can see you.
All right, sweet.
We'll cut all this out because it leads into the next question.
I'm sorry. It's my phone just started tweaking.
Oh, you're all good. Yeah, you're good now.
Right.
You talk about attack, kick out, attack, kick out. I know you got into some foul trouble a bit in that Bash game, which we'll get into too. What kind of style of play has your coaching staff kind of implanted in you guys? You talk about you go hard in practice, which benefits when you go up against a lot of these tougher opponents like you have. But what kind of style of play would you say Highland plays?
We definitely love to push the ball like off of their misses and push the ball, play fast. But our biggest thing is on defense. We like to play 5-on-5. Like we don't want them getting any breaks. Like so, as soon as the ball goes in, we're all sprinted back on defense because we want them to have to run a set and that they can't push the ball on us. So that's definitely one of the biggest things that like we're trying to make happen every single time that the other team's coming down. And then as soon as we get the ball, we like to push it. We like to move it. We got some shooters on the team, knock down shooters, and then attack the rim for us guards.
Yeah. Who do you see most in yourself? When I saw you play, I know you take more of the leadership regarding like calling out plays and stuff. But when you're off ball, I saw a lot of Desmond Bane kind of because you're a bigger guard too, you're able to really use the size that you have to really back down defenders and use that mid range to your advantage. I saw you kind of getting off when like your big man would come to the top of the line. You'd look a little like back cut in and then just pull it for a jumper. And it was wet almost every single time it seemed like. But I know as you're playing more that point guard role this year, but who else do you see in yourself or try to complement things off their game and add to yours?
I definitely look at, especially when I've been transitioning into more of a one role and taking up the ball every time. I've really looked at Chris Paul. I mean, I see him the way when he gets the ball and they're full court pressing him, like they've been full court pressing me. And I see the way like he doesn't just like try to dribble past them and sprint every single time. He kind of like backs him down, uses his body to protect the ball and stuff. I've really been trying to like mold that into my game too.
And he's local too, so you're able to see him.
Yeah.
He was always injured though. I think he got injured again last night.
Yeah.
Which sucks because I'm going to the game tomorrow night against Cleveland. So I was hoping for at least him to freaking play, but it seems like it's not going to happen.
Fall out.
You're averaging 18 points a game, 4 assists, about 6 rebounds, and 2 steals a game. You talk about kind of your teammates help you a lot, but what makes you feel the most confident and comfortable on the court to go out and play like you do?
I'm definitely. I mean, the first thing is I want to win every time. Like I'm very competitive. I hate losing. Hate the feeling of losing, and my teammates giving me my confidence. Like they give me the green light for anything. They really pick me up when something happens. And then last thing, I love talking. Like talking to others. Going, man. It gets me going. I love a little rivalry.
Yeah, it seems like that could start, especially with these holiday type of tournaments, which we're going to get into now. I was able to hang out a little bit with my former boss, Jose Garcia, who's at AZ Preps 365. And I was just telling him, I'm like, I love that, these holiday tournaments exist because it gets us to see matchups that really we're not going to see because of regional stuff. Like the fact that you were able to go up against Liberty, Mountain Point, and Valley Vista and Basha. I know you'll probably play Basha. You probably would have in like regional stuff because you're kind of in that area, but you played two guys pretty much from the Surprise Glendale area, and then Mountain Point, who's way out in like Ahwatukee type area.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty sick to me. Before we get into kind of like the games I saw y'all play, how do you feel, you guys did as a team against some of the best in the state, like the Liberties and Bashes of the state?
I think we definitely defended them well and held our own. The Basha game was a little bit rough. We were off the first half. We tried to come back in the late second. It was a little too late, but I mean, I feel like we're definitely a competitor this year, and we really want to go deep in the open division. That's our big goal.
Yeah, so my question for you is: you shocked a lot of people when you beat Liberty in that holiday shootout. I told you before we started recording. I am so pissed that I missed that game because it sounds like it was a great one,
It was
but
fun.
I was shocked because I leave. I tell Doolin, I'm like, I gotta leave. And then I see that like you guys beat Liberty by double digits too, which was not like I was like, what? Because the first two times I've seen Liberty play, they beat the crap out of teams by like 30. So I
Oh
was
yeah,
like, and he told me he's like Highland's good. Like I'm like they're always good. They're always consistent. But that ended up you beating Liberty and then Mountain Point 80-44. You what ended up playing in Basha in the final that are also looked at as a competitor in the open state title, the 6A state title. Um, what did the tournament mean to the chemistry of your roster that you think will help benefit you guys throughout the rest of this next half of the season?
I mean, definitely that win against Perry definitely brought up some like like I don't want to say hope, but like almost like hope, like us realizing that we're really a tough team in this division. Like I feel like a lot of Liberty had a lot of clout, and then when we smacked up on them, I think that we got our respect. You know what I'm saying? We got our
Yeah,
respect that after that game.
yeah. Perry especially losing to Pinnacle,
Oh yeah, that
and
was a big
then
game.
Pinnacle now lost to Liberty last night.
Yeah,
It seems like it's all out of place right now. I know. I think eVisions was the one. Let me get it up. That posted the first open division rankings right
yeah, it
now,
was.
and you guys were up there. Let me get this up real quick.
I think they had us at 12 for the
Wow,
open division. Yeah,
that's a little shock.
which is
Let me get this
yeah,
up.
ranks were a little crazy, but
Here we go. So it says go to post. All right, here we go. So number one, it says Pinnacle, which I really think Pinnacle only got that because they beat Perry, who was a nationally ranked
yeah,
team.
for sure.
So top six goes Pinnacle, Perry, Basha, Campo, and then Sahuaro. It's not Saguaro, it's like another one. I've never really heard
I
of them.
didn't either.
NDP, shout out Anthony Batson, Liberty, Cactus, Bradshaw, Perry, Brophy, and then you guys at 12th.
Yeah,
Millennium, Centennial, St. Mary's, ALA, Gilbert North, Desert Mountain, Dobson, Thunderbird, and Canyon View. That is the top 20. To me, that shows how stacked and loaded this state is with open talent. I don't know
yeah,
how big the bracket is going to be, but you see, teams like Liberty that's ranked higher than you, like Basha that's ranked higher as you as well, and all the other teams that you haven't played. Does that give you a little bit of buzz, a little bit of adrenaline to really go out and try to really kill these guys and show them why Highland is the best in the state?
yeah, 100%. When those came out, me and my teammates were all like this is crazy. Like after like, I mean, I get it's like computerized and stuff, but I mean, for sure, we want to come out the rest of our season undefeated, and then get we want our conference championship, region championship first, and then we want to keep going so bad. We want it so bad.
It seems a little interesting, how they do it computerized. I think that's
Yeah,
kind of, I don't know if it's unfair. I don't want to call out the AIA, but I really feel like, with as many reporters and radio hosts and guys that really dig deep and watch this stuff and are there at these games and see the talent, there should be a committee of people that decide this, just like, college football has, because you know, a team like Sahuara, I don't know them. They could be great. You never know. But like, I'm able to see Notre Dame is probably better than them.
Yeah.
Liberty is probably better than them. You guys are definitely better than them. So it's just interesting how they do it. Let's get to some of your schedule stuff now. But throughout the years, Highland has always been, like we talked about, a well-oiled machine, a steady ship. In other words, last season, 19-7, you guys finished 13-5 the year before that, 17-9 the year before that as well. What makes this Highland team the most dangerous team that can make a state title run this year?
I mean, like I said, I was saying earlier, like it's just the chemistry that we have. Like the fact that there's sophomores on our team that are still like we hang out with them all the time. Like all of us are so cool with each other. We love each other so much. And then in practice, we push each other every day. Like I've been on the varsity team. This is my 4th year now, and I just feel like we've never had like a team like this. Like that, how much we love each other, how much we hang out with each other. Like we're all really boys. It's been good this year.
It's interesting to see because I feel like it shows on the court. At least when I was at that championship game, which we can get into now, it was very high intensity. I was staying.
Oh yeah,
I couldn't find a seat because it was so packed that I went and stood up on the balcony, like behind the hoop. But I love seeing y'all, like the fans come out for y'all. It seems like a lot. I know a lot of family, I'm sure, was there, but I'm sure also a lot of
yeah,
like teachers, people that are involved with the school were all there too. And something I loved, every bucket bench was up chanting something. Like they're trying to get you guys in it. Let's talk about that Basha game. You played against probably the best freshman in the state in Mason McGee. They have a loaded roster with guys like Torin, there's like another freshman who's like 6'7" who looks like he's 30. And then they have a
yeah,
junior who looks like he's 32. These guys are big. Y'all hung in
yeah.
there with them, which, I didn't want to say I thought you guys were going to lose. I hadn't seen you play yet, and I saw Basha play against McClintock, and they went on like a tear in the third quarter, and I saw them, and they were up 30 by the end of it. But I was
Yeah.
extremely impressed by how you guys hung in there. Like you said, a little slow start in the first half. You did get it going though. I think you were up at one point by like about 7-10. And then it was a lot of back and forth. Take me through that game though. What was the emotions in the locker room before? What was kind of the mentality you guys had leading into that game? And then talk us through what happened that game.
Yeah, I mean, the first half is definitely back and forth, and then we went into halftime down a couple points. I'm not really sure, but I mean, our whole talk was just that how much we wanted this and how we've been working for this, and how much we wanted to beat the Basha team, not just for the tournament, just to, just we wanted to beat them.
Right.
And we went out there. The third quarter, we started off pretty good, and then I got into foul trouble, and I actually ended up getting fouled out. We were down 3 in the fourth quarter, which
Mm-hmm.
was it was brutal, and Basha ended up pulling away, but it was a tough loss, but we definitely bounced back from it.
I feel like you guys would have won that game if you didn't foul out. The calls, there was a couple questionable ones. I'm not gonna lie. There was a couple reach-ins that I'm like, really? Like
Yeah.
there was a couple no charge calls and stuff. There's a lot of parents yelling at the refs, like open your eyes. Like that was a
Oh,
terrible call, of course. Something that stuck out to me though, and I'd love to get your take on this. I don't want to call out anybody,
oh
but
yeah, got
Mason McGee at the end of the game, he's dribbling it out and then he goes in and gets a layup with like 2 seconds left, clock runs out, and that's kind of how he sealed the game in that tough loss, 72-60. In my book, it's pretty disrespectful, when someone goes and does that. I know like it's an NBA thing, like it's like uncalled for the NBA that starts
oh
fights.
yeah,
You guys were well respected. You took it on the chin and moved on, and you ended up beating Maricopa by 41 points like a couple of days later. Um, did that kind of like nudge you the wrong way, rub you the wrong way a little bit when he did that? Was there any animosity? Did you even see it at some point? But I'd love to get your thoughts on just kind of how that ended, because it didn't seem like his coach was too happy about it either.
yeah. I mean, we definitely went in the locker room and talked about it. Like, I mean, it's just every time we versus Basha, it's like this the whole time. Like we lost to them in playoffs 2 years ago, and I mean, I mean, honestly, I expected it. Like I was expecting him. I probably done the same thing. I mean, definitely. I mean, we hugged it after the game. It was good, but it was definitely got us. Like next time we play him, we want it so bad. Like we want to play him so. We want that rematch.
Yeah, it just it especially from a freshman. I get it if it's like,
So it was a
you're respected, you've been I'm sure a starter for a couple of years too. So like I get it that if there's a big rivalry, but I'm like freshman doing this, I was like
and it's
his coach didn't
like
look too happy.
yeah. I don't know if you like knew the whole like thing, but
Probably not.
it
But
is what it.
yeah, so let's talk about who are you most looking forward to playing against the rest of the year. You got Red Mountain, Queen Creek twice, Gilbert, Desert Vista, Desert Ridge, and Corona, and then Desert Vista again and Desert Ridge to end up the year. Who are you most looking forward to playing against? Is there any player in particular you're excited to go up against? I know Queen Creek is a very talented team. Shout out to AJ. But who are you most looking forward to playing against the rest of the season? And then we'll talk about playoffs after.
For sure, Gilbert. I mean, we're right down the street. We got a little. That's our rival, you know. Like those games are always so crazy. The crowds are always packed. Like that game's gonna be fun. That Gilbert game.
How are they this year? I know Nico isn't there. He's at PCC now, but are they still like a good team? Are they still like competitive, or do you think you guys will handle it pretty easily?
I think we can handle it pretty good. I don't want to like, like they're still a good high school team. I got one of my boys, Golden Thibodeau. I don't know if you know him. He's one of my dogs, and I'm just excited to play them just for like the atmosphere, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Before I let you go, let's talk about playoffs. I know you said, goals are regional championship first, then we'll move on to state. You look at the open division like we just did with some of those rankings, you know, you're gonna be in it. I don't know how big the tournament is. I think it's 32 teams. So you'll be in it for
Yeah.
sure. Um, a lot of talent. Brophy could be a dark horse. I just had Brady on at Cactus. He's on
Oh
another
yeah.
level, it seems like, with how he plays. Peoria is very good. I don't know much about Bradshaw, but I'm looking through it. Deer Valley, Mesquite is 31st. Kind of falling off a little bit without Nate, but I know they're still a very good team. You look at kind of the landscape of high school basketball here, the competition, the different teams, and on all these different divisions. Does this excite you for what this open division could really become? And hopefully you guys get a shot at really making a run at it.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's really cool. Like they're taking 32 teams and then they're doing those two first playing games. Like if you lose either of them, you go back.
Oh,
Which I
interesting.
think, yeah. So like they're taking 32 and you have first two games. If you lose either one of those, you go back to your regular conference. It's like 6A or 5A,
Gotcha.
which I think is pretty cool. Our goal is really just to go deep in the open division and show that like Highland's really the top in one of the state, not just 6A.
Is there anybody that you got your eye on in it? I know Basha will be a good one if that comes about, but is there any other teams that have caught your eye that you're hoping to play in that open division playoff?
Yeah, I mean for sure, Bash. We want our rematch, But then also I want to play Perry so bad. I want to play them bad.
I was able to see them play twice at Hoop Hall.
Oh yeah,
I saw them play Cardinal Hayes, which has the number 2 player in the country, Ian Jackson. And then I saw them play San Ysidro, who's got Mikey and JJ.
oh yeah. Like,
Um, they handled them pretty well. Like
yeah,
it
that was fun.
was it was embarrassing kind of how bad they beat Cardinal Hayes. I knew they were going to kill San Ysidro because that the rest of the team is garbage. But seeing Perry kind of take a dent in their armor, it seems like getting that loss to Pinnacle. Every team's going to get a loss. No team is going to be perfect, but
Yeah,
seeing them lose the way they did, does that kind of give what's been kind of the feel around the rest of the state? I don't know if you talk to any other players in different schools, but seeing them lose, does that kind of show people that they are beatable? And I know they're being the hunted now.
oh yeah,
They're the hunter, they're the hunted. Does that kind of give a lot of people a little buzz, a little adrenaline to see this team is beatable in a 1-game playoff series?
yeah. I'm sure that a lot of people are looking at it like that, especially losing to I mean, Pinnacle is very good, especially losing to like not some powerhouse team that they've been playing hoop ball or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to play them because they got their 5 stars and whatnot. Like I want to go and show them what's up, you know. So that's how I feel about it. Like my team wants to go and defend them. That's all we want to do.
Yeah, I love it. Well, Noah, I appreciate you coming on and chopping it up with us as my for this time. How we always end it, favorite on court shoe. I think you were rocking the KDs in the Basha game. I looked at them. They looked like plastic to me in the colorway I saw them. They look pretty clean though in that all black and white colorway. Has that been the shoe you've been rocking with all year, or has there been any others that you've been playing in that you feel pretty comfortable in?
Honestly, I've mainly just been rocking KDs and Kyries. You know, they're just both comfortable for me, but
Mm-hmm.
they just so easily. I feel like I'm running through them. So they're also like one of the cheapest shoes I can find. But I want Kobe so bad, but they're just way too much money for me right now.
I just picked up the Jordan 36 lows,
Oh yeah,
the Luka colorway, because I
you
want to
like
start hooping again. But they look pretty sick. But no, I appreciate you coming on, man. Anything to shout out before we get out of here?
Highland. Shout out.
Well, best of luck to you, man. I'm excited to see what you guys do in the open playoffs and the rest of the season. I'm gonna try to come out and watch you guys play. It's a little dry for me, but it definitely seems like worth the time. But wish you guys nothing but the best of luck, man. Good luck to you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate it, man.